We got Q here. What's your difference?
Hey, Q, can you hear me okay?
Yep.
All right, guys, we got Quentin Millora-Brown with us. If you have a question, use the raise hand function and turn the camera on, please. Who wants to get us started today? Anybody got questions for Q? Go ahead, Aria.
Hi, Quentin. What made Mississippi State's Tolu Smith so hard to defend?
Just, that was kind of our game plan. We wanted to force him to hit tough shots over us, and he did. We could have done a few things better. Wore over it a little, those cross screens a little bit harder, and then also stay a little bit longer. There were a lot of things that we could have done defensively, just a little bit more. A little more effort, a little bit harder. That would have helped us a little bit more to get a few more stops.
Aria, you have another?
Yeah, what did you kind of see from Scotty today?
Pip, he does his thing. He hit big shots down the road, and then defensively he's guarding the ball the entire time. He does a tough job. It's hard to guard a man the entire time. Their main ball handler, he's warring over screens, getting back, and you did a good job. We just need to, as a team, help him and help everyone else out just a little bit more on the help side, the gaps, all of that stuff.
Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Quentin. Just a lot of tough, hard-fought losses recently. Kind of getting right there, not being able to get over the hump. Just kind of what's your feeling and the locker room's feeling going forward? Last couple games here in the SEC tournament, where's the confidence level at?
I think that we knew when Liam was getting back, it was going to take a while. And I think we all feel it, that it's getting there. We play really well for stretches, and then, we lose it for a little bit, but we bring it back. And I feel like we all know that it's going to come. We're going to find that way to be locked in for 40 whole minutes and be able to get defensive stops, get tough stops, make tough plays on offense. I think we all feel it, that it's coming. And I feel like as we go forward into SEC play, we're into the tournament, I feel like we all have a good feeling that, we're right there. We just got to find just a little bit more, another 2-3 minutes throughout the game. And I think that's the way all of us feel. We're a team that we're right there. We're in most of our games, if not all of our games. And we just got to find just a little bit more,
Sam, do you have another?
Yeah, follow up on that. Just what would you attribute that to, do you think? Just not being able to really piece together straight 40 minutes of consistent play and things not always looking the same, looking really good for so long, and then just not looking like the team that, starts the game or whatever. What do you think is the cause of that?
I think that's a little bit of fatigue on our part. I think that as the game goes on, usually we start the game very well. Then we hit about 8 to 10 minutes in, and then we start to get rushed. We don't slow down the pace on offense when we know we're tired. We then, a quick shot leads to their transition, and then they get a few buckets, and then we're feeling a little bit rushed, and that just kind of perpetuates itself. So we just got to find a way to stop ourselves and slow it down as we get into those situations. Recognize it. Everyone just stop, call a play that's going to take the whole 30 seconds if we have to, just to get a really good bucket and get our flow back.
Thanks, Q. Appreciate it, man.
Yep. Appreciate you guys.
I mean, we can just basically put him at third base most of the time.
All right, everyone, we got Coach Jerry Stackhouse with us now. Reminder, if you have a question, raise your hand, turn your camera on. Who'd like to get us started today? Aria, go ahead.
You guys kind of struggled to defend, Mississippi State in the paint. What was it that kind of went wrong there? And, what made some of their players so hard to, prevent from driving to the basket?
I just think our sense of urgency is something we talked about before the game. We knew they were going to pump the ball inside to those guys, Tolu Smith and Brooks. They got big guys that play on the block. They try to, they duck in. They're tough to defend down there. You have to do your work early on that. And I thought we got caught. Just our urgency to really put a body on them early to goal the post, the three-quarter the post the way that we do. We didn't do that. Picked up some cheap fouls. I think Liam got some cheap fouls early, kind of put us in a bad way where we had get him out of the game, didn't really play the lineups that we wanted to for the first half. But I thought our bench came in and did a good job of battling, and we still went into the halftime with a 2-point lead. So give Drew and Gabe and those guys that came in, T. Frank, they did a good job of kind of holding the fort down when our starters weren't playing well in the first half.
Chris Harris?
Hey, Coach. Just curious. Last weekend after that win over Texas A&M, you put a lot of stock into that, and kind of at one point even during the game said this is our season right here. Now, following that up with 2 tough losses, close losses, I guess what's kind of the message to your guys going forward after this week?
Well, again, we just got to continue to fight. Again, we got 2 more games in this regular season. We still had the tournament ahead of us, but obviously not the results that we wanted over these last couple games. Even though we fought hard. At the end of the day, you need those marks in the left-hand column, and we haven't got those. So I think it's still about coming in and competing and trying to prepare. But we got to have opportunities to step up and make plays, and we didn't. In both of those games, and I think that's really the end of it. I mean, you could again, as a coach, I can argue about a call here, a call there, but at the end of the day, one possession, we had 2 great looks at it to take the lead with under 2 minutes, and we didn't step up and make the shot. So I mean, I think that's the thing that we got to focus on. Yeah, there were some toughness plays in there where just when we played good defense, we didn't come up for the defensive rebounds. Just guys just got to make up your mind that we got to finish off these good defensive possessions with the rebound, and we didn't do that a couple times, and those wind up being the difference.
Sam?
He answered it. I'm good.
Chris, you have another? Anyone else for Coach? All right, Stack, appreciate it.